you're going to see offensive interaction with Draymond Green and Jordan Poole, and a lot of people are going to put this thing to bed. There's going to be more focus on Draymond Green's contract as the year goes on, but the bottom line is this, Greeny. I think this team can repeat, and I think the biggest, most important step is that their young players have more inclusion this year offensively. They've got to take a leap forward. I'm talking about James Wiseman, Kuminga, Moody, that next wave. Those guys have to get more responsibility in the regular season because I think they're going to need them more in the postseason to have another run. But to answer your question simply, no, this will not affect their chances at repeating.
Fair enough. And they just extended both Jordan Poole and Andrew Wiggins. So they're sort of building a core for the future. And then they got the young guys. Then there are the Lakers, which, always obviously the center of so much attention. High hopes. I don't know exactly what to say about this team and where Russell Westbrook is going to fit and where he's going to play. What are your expectations for them?
It all falls in this question. How many games are LeBron James and Anthony Davis going to be available for? Because you're not going to come out of the 6, 7, 8 hole and win the Western Conference, regardless. Because we fall into that trap with these two guys because they're so talented. You say, hey, as long as they're healthy on April 18th, they're going to be good to go. Well, it's now borne out that that's not the case. You have to get somewhere in the Western Conference seeding to give yourself a chance to not have to go on that grind 3 straight rounds and try to get out of the Western Conference. There are too many good teams and too many teams getting back dynamic players like Denver, the Clippers, New Orleans, all of these teams adding really dynamic players. Lakers can't do that again. So that's really what it hinges on. I will say this, so some good signs there. Russ so far mentally seems like he's embracing a little bit of a diminished role, and I think that's important. You're getting Patrick Beverley in there to change the tone of your point of attack defense, which didn't exist with this team for the last couple of years. And then Kendrick Nunn is giving him some offensive punch, getting him back. So I think the Lakers are the biggest wild card.
Let me get one more in quickly here on the East. What could be a bigger wild card than the Nets? I mean, everything was bad, and now is everything going to be okay? They're going to have KD, they're going to have Kyrie, they're going to have Ben Simmons. What do you expect from them?
Yeah, I don't buy into this happening. I just think there's going to be drama somewhere along the way with this group, and I also think Ben Simmons is a guy that in his prime elected not to play for an entire year. You could just say, look, he had mental health issues, whatever it was, but there's also time in there that he chose not to play, and he forced his way out of Philadelphia. We haven't seen this guy in a year. I think that it's fair to question his competitiveness, and I need to see him on the floor with these guys as a finished product. The one luxury he will have, he's not going to be their primary ball handler late in games, which was a big problem in Philly because of his free throw issues, so that's going to help him. There's no doubt, Greeny, he's got the skill set to make a difference. But you have to buy in to all of a sudden this all working out and gelling, and I just got to see it. You got to prove it to me.
And to be clear, we had to superimpose these 3 pictures because they've never played together. The 3 of them have never played in a game together. We already tried to break them up, and they haven't even played in a game. All right, Leg's with us all morning. He's going to tell us who's going to wind up in the final. Thank you for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.